Hello, and welcome to the Intro to ChatGPT for Businesses and Entrepreneurs. My name is Karin Coger. So, if you are attending this course, this means that you are probably either new to ChatGPT or you've played around with ChatGPT and want to learn about it better. I am embarking on this 8-week course in order to walk you along this journey. There's actually going to be a very loose agenda for the 8 weeks because each of these courses are going to build upon the other, which means you should probably take course number 1 before you take course number 2. So to answer some of the questions that I know that you guys have off the top, yes, the courses are being recorded and they will be sent out to you. Also, you will be sent the slides as well as some additional information. Now, as these courses are being recorded, I'm going to ask that you guys put your questions in the chat and I will get to them at the end of the session as to not break up the recording as we go through. What is ChatGPT and how can it benefit businesses? The technical definition, ChatGPT is an advanced natural language processing model that can help with a wide range of tasks. Natural language processing model or machine learning model or large language model. You may hear of these terms in the world of AI, but in this course, we want to try to keep things plain. So essentially, ChatGPT is not a person. It is a language model or it is a machine that has been trained on a multitude of information. It has been trained on books, newspapers, codes. At this point, the ChatGPT can take the bar exam. So every day, ChatGPT is learning more and more about the world, and it's able to help us navigate the world in a different way. Using ChatGPT will help us increase efficiency. It will help with different automated tasks that you may have in your life as well as in your business. It can help you streamline your business and it can help with your creativity. So before we get too far into this, who am I? So again, my name is Karin Coger. I am an attorney with a virtual law firm, Coger Law Firm, that is based in New Jersey. However, I practice trademark and copyright law in all 50 states. The reason that I got into ChatGPT is that generative AI bumps right up against intellectual property. So I told you that I practice in the area of trademarks and copyrights. So some of the issues with ChatGPT today are whether it is infringing upon people's trademarks and copyrights. So that's just a background of what got me interested into generative AI, ChatGPT, and some of the other tools. But once I heard about it, I had to learn about it. And once I started using these generative AI tools, I actually fell in love with them. So although I am keeping my eye on the legal issues, I really started using ChatGPT in my business, in my home life, and I decided to make it a mission to help other people learn about generative AI. And again, this course is just going to focus, or it's mainly going to focus on ChatGPT at this time. The techie in me likes all types of new tech. I love social media when it came out. I love the internet when it came out. So now generative AI is out and here I am learning all about it. So you may be wondering, okay, she's an attorney. Why would I trust her when it comes to generative AI and ChatGPT? Like I said, I decided I was going to dive right in. So probably after a year of being self-taught, taking all the courses that I could, taking and reviewing a bunch of YouTube videos, I came across Alicia and Lorette Little, who actually have the AI Experts Club. This is a club that I joined, which has a monthly membership. And in this membership, we learn about new tools in AI. We learn about tools that we've already been using, and they are updating every day. We have a community in which we talk about AI, and we help each other because, again, this is new. ChatGPT was just introduced to the public in November of 2022. So it's only been around for a short period of time. But then I decided to take it further as my mentors took it further. So they actually offered an AI certification program. It's licensed by their company, Monetize Marketing, and I'm in that program today to become a certified AI coach. And like I said, I am an intellectual property attorney. AI is not going anywhere. It is projected to grow over 10 times by the year 2030. And there's definitely a lot of talk of with AI, people are going to lose their jobs. People will not be able to be employed. AI is going to take their jobs. And while that may be true in certain instances, if you learn how to use AI and you make yourself the expert of AI in your industry, you're going to stick around and people are going to depend on you. Now, in the navigating the rapidly evolving AI landscape, and I actually wrote that on purpose, and I'll tell you guys about that later. Again, the industry is exploding with new tools and new tech absolutely every day. Honestly, there are new videos, there are new podcasts, there are new newsletters that come out every day. There are tools using AI to help you keep on track with all of the new developments in AI. And one of the tools that I like to use is called futuretools.io. So Future Tools actually collects and organizes all the best of the AI tools out there. So right now it is showing, it just jumped from 700 to almost 1,000 AI tools. So if you ever want to know what's coming out new, this is the site that you go to. And as you can see, you can search for the different type of AI tools that are out there. And again, today, this course and over the next 8 weeks, we are primarily going to talk about ChatGPT. Again, I know that there are some of you who've never been on ChatGPT before. There are some of you who are beginners, some who may have been on ChatGPT since November of 2022, just like I have, but are still here to learn something new. Before we get started with ChatGPT, it is free to get started with ChatGPT. It does have a free plan, so absolutely everybody on here can sign up so long as you are connected to the internet. However, there are different versions of ChatGPT which do allow you to have more access. So again, when we go to the website, it will give you the option of the free plan. It will give you the option of the plus plan. Now, the plus plan is more robust. You will get a better output from ChatGPT, as you will see as we go along the course. And then there is the enterprise plan, which is if you want yourself and other people on your team to be on a ChatGPT plan together. So before we even go there, what can ChatGPT do? That's one of the number one questions. There was a time when you wanted information and you would go and Google it, or perhaps you're a Microsoft person and you would go to Bing. There are some people out there like me who very rarely Google or go to Bing for information anymore. We just go to ChatGPT or other models like it, such as a Claude or Perplexity. But again, this course is primarily about ChatGPT. The way ChatGPT has evolved is that when it first came out, it was only trained for information up until 2021. Now it has evolved that it can pull real-time information. ChatGPT does serve as a personal assistant for some. A lot of people use it for content creation. And again, a lot of people use it in a professional assistant. People are integrating ChatGPT into their workflows at work. So what does that mean? It can help you with lead generation. It can help you identify potential customers out there. It can help you have better communication with your current clients and your current customers. It can help you streamline your workflows. It can help you scale your business. It can help you optimize your business. Other tasks that you can automate with ChatGPT are data analysis, which if you're somebody like me, again, I was a lawyer. I used to pay people for data analysis. Now it's something that I can do on my own and teach other people to do using ChatGPT. It can help you with automated scheduling. It can help you with customer support. We mentioned content creation, so ChatGPT can help you with blog posts, with marketing materials. It can help you with technical documentation within your job. So what does that mean? How to do things, how to get from A to Z. That was a major block for a lot of people, and ChatGPT can help with that. It can also help with creative writing. So there are many ways that you can use ChatGPT, but again, in this course, we're primarily going to focus on using them in business, although we will touch on some personal. One of the issues with ChatGPT, a lot of people worry about the ethical issues. Full transparency, when you log into ChatGPT and you are on the free plan, they are using your information. Just to be honest, ChatGPT is being trained on the information that we put in it every day. When you are on ChatGPT, especially using that free plan, you do not want to feed it any of your personal information. So none of your medical records. You don't want to upload your IRS documents. If you're a student, you don't want everybody to know your grades. You don't want to put them up there either. So you also want to use it responsibly. So a lot of companies are coming up with an ethical plan of how to use ChatGPT within their companies. At a company, you might not you probably will not want to upload your client's proprietary or secret information. And there are a lot of slides here, so I'm not going to go through every one of them one by one, but you guys will get access to the slides after the sessions. So giving you a brief overview of the course. Obviously, I'm doing an introduction for you today. We're going to talk about understanding ChatGPT and how it works, the best uses of ChatGPT within your business. So customer service automation, content creation, market research, how to customize ChatGPT so it's specific to your business, how to use ChatGPT to talk and teach and communicate in your voice, not just the robotic ChatGPT or generative AI voice. Then we are going to wrap up. Again, since the course is going to build on each session, I'm not going to set out a complete and total plan or a very rigid plan because we're going to see where we go, during each session. Okay, so let's get started with ChatGPT. So the first thing you want to do is you want to log in. You can see the link here on the screen. If you are getting the slides, it is clickable. So you want to go to chat.openai.com. Okay, and I'm actually going to log out real quick. You will be greeted with a welcome screen. It's going to ask you whether to log in or to sign up. If you have never signed up for ChatGPT before, you're going to click sign up, and it gives you the option of creating an account or signing in with Google or with Apple or with Microsoft, with your Microsoft account. So I am logging in with one of my Google accounts. I know that I'm not the only one that has more than one Google account. So if you have never used ChatGPT before, your screen will probably look a little bit like mine. So as you can see on the left-hand column, that's pretty empty. Now I have a plugin connected to my ChatGPT. It's called WebGPT, which is why I have the two buttons on the bottom that you can click on to have either web access or one-click prompts. We'll get into those later. I do not have them on right now, so that way what I am doing is the same thing that you can do on your free account. If you go over to the bottom left, you will see settings. So click on that. You can pick a theme, system, dark, light. There's an option to always show code when using data analysts. So I am not a data person. I am not a coder. I don't know code. So for me, that's clicked off. I don't need all of that information, and you don't need to necessarily know how to code to do a lot of the coding here. However, if you're somebody that wants to know this code information, you want to toggle it on. Archive chats. So when you use ChatGPT, the inputs you have, they are called chats and they are stored, but you can choose to archive them or save them for later. And then you also have the option to delete all of your chats. Speech, ChatGPT can now speak to you. So you can pick a voice for ChatGPT. Okay, data controls, there is a possibility for you to share the links that you create with ChatGPT as well as export your data. So if you want to download the data, there's an option for that too. And again, there's an option to delete your account totally. And then security, if you want to have two-factor authentication, you can enable that. And you also have the option to log out of all devices. So if you are logged into ChatGPT on your computer, on your phone, on your iPad, you can log out of all of those. Next, there is the customized ChatGPT option. Okay, customizing ChatGPT, you can do that by providing specific details and guidelines for your chat. And we're actually going to get to that later in the session today. Now that you have logged into or signed up for ChatGPT on your computer, you should go ahead and log into ChatGPT on your phone. And that's an option. It's not necessary that you do. Okay, so what are you going to do? So you're going to download the ChatGPT app. So it is available both on Apple and iOS as well as on Android devices. So I have an iPhone. On my iPhone, what I did is go into the Apple Store, choose ChatGPT, and you want to choose the correct one. So the correct logo is the black and white one. It is free. If you select a ChatGPT icon and it's asking for payment, it is not the official one. You do not need to pay for it unless you want to, unless it serves a certain purpose. But for the purposes of this course, you are going to use the free option. Okay, so just like on your desktop, and we looked at the settings, when you're on your phone, you can go into it on the left and you can access your settings over there and set them up the same way we did on your desktop. So now that you're into ChatGPT, what's next? How are we going to use it? So getting started with ChatGPT, you have to feed it prompts. So what's the first question? What's a prompt? A prompt is you telling ChatGPT exactly what you want and what you want it to do. What are ChatGPT prompts? So actually, writing prompts have been around for ages. Okay. People have used writing to decide or to help with their creativity, to get your mind going, get your mind racing as to what you want it to do, and to help you along. So again, one of the big concerns that people have, especially in academia, is that people are no longer going to think for themselves and they're just going to go onto ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to write an essay for them, write a memo for them for work, to write a report for them. And not to say that it doesn't happen, but the way you want to use ChatGPT is you want to use it to prompt you and to get you started. Okay, so again, what are prompts are instructions or guidelines that you give the ChatGPT in order to get a response out of it. What are samples of prompts? A prompt can be, hey, ChatGPT, write a 500-word blog post on the benefits of remote work, or summarize the key points from this latest industry report that you feed it to ChatGPT. You want it to read it for you and give you a summary. Your prompts should be clear, they should be specific, and they should encourage ChatGPT to elicit the answer that you want, as well as additional information. So where do you get the prompts from? Number one, you make them up on your own. You go into ChatGPT, you ask it a question, or you tell it what to do. Number two, you can borrow them. People borrow prompts all day, every day. Hey, do you have a prompt for this? Hey, I want to create an image of a young girl with ponytails. What prompt do you use for that? You can buy them. People sell prompts, especially on Etsy. You can get thousands and thousands of prompts for $1 or $2. You can recycle them. So you can take prompts that you've already used or that somebody else has used, and you can use them over again, or you can expand on them, which recycle and improve them go hand in hand. Because one of the things that you want to do to reach a higher level of ChatGPT efficiency is not just use the prompts that are given to you. You want to improve them to elicit the best result for you. As I told you, you can go on Etsy and you can purchase prompts. So here's an example of prompts that I purchased. I was able to get 2,850 prompts, all about prompts for online course creators. So if you're a course creator and you didn't know where you wanted to get started or how to get started, you can go online, you can purchase these prompts. They will help you get started. But the main thing about prompts is what we call garbage in, garbage out. So if you put garbage in, if you give ChatGPT a bad prompt, it's going to give you a bad result. That's why I'm stressing that prompts and how you prompt and using and improving upon prompts are the best ways to be a good ChatGPT user. So let's look at some examples. Okay, so as I told you, I'm going to start off with you using ChatGPT 3.5. This is the free version. And to be quite honest with you, it's the lesser of the versions. It is not as specialized, but this is where everybody's going to start. So this is where I'm going to start with you today. Okay, we're going to start with the real basics. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a conversational AI developed by OpenAI. It's a basic model called GPT. This is a very technical answer. It is something that you're going to get out of 3.5. So let's continue to ask it questions. One of the things I want to give you guys a quick tip about ChatGPT is that you do not necessarily have to have perfect sentences, have punctuation. You can have words that are misspelled. I'm not encouraging that, but if you're like me, things happen when you type. No need for you to stop to go back and correct it. ChatGPT can typically handle all of that. And also later you can put some of that in your custom instructions. ChatGPT can do a lot. Some of these things we've already listed. Have conversations. It can have conversations with you. So that's what makes it different between going to a Google or going to a Bing. When you go to Google or Bing and you ask it a question, it's going to give you a list of answers for you to sift through. ChatGPT is actually going to talk back to you. So like I said, he just gave us 10 good common use cases. It can retrieve information. It can be used for learning and education, for a creativity boost, language practice, and more. So although we are going to focus most of this course on ChatGPT for business, I'm going to ask it a quick question. How can I use ChatGPT at home? All these details are not real to my true life, but I still wanted to show you what ChatGPT can do. Okay, family conversations. You might have that family that sits around the dinner table at night together, don't know what to talk about. It can help you elicit conversations, get you starting. It can help you with learning support with your children, such as questions with your homework. One of the examples that I typically give is when you're an adult and you're looking at your kid and you just want to scream, if Johnny had 5 apples, what is the answer to that? If you don't remember, ChatGPT can help. I don't know about you, but I do not remember most of my algebra, trig, or calculus from school. If your kids come home with that, ChatGPT can be an answer. Pet care advice. I got my dog after I started using ChatGPT. Best believe I ask ChatGPT questions about taking care of my dog and training my dog on a weekly basis. Cooking assistance. I literally go to ChatGPT and say, hey, Chatty, friends in my community, we do call her Chatty. I have chicken, asparagus, and American cheese in my refrigerator. Can you give me 10 recipes? Again, we already talked about homework help and daily planning. It can help you organize your family, your schedule, set reminders for you, and storytelling. Okay, now that's covered. I work in a call center. All right, here are 10 ways to help you at work if you work in a call center. I own a barbershop. Give me, and as you can see, I'm not just asking ChatGPT questions. I'm telling it what to do. Tell me how I can use you. All right. So for the barbershop, they came up with appointment setting, customer service, promotions and marketing, client consultations, feedback collection, inventory management, training and development. I'm a principal at a high school. Okay, one thing about ChatGPT, it's not like talking to somebody else. It's not like talking to me, asking me all these questions. What can I do with ChatGPT? You can keep going and ask it questions all night long. It's not going to stop. So I'm actually going to stop here and move on to other uses of ChatGPT in your business. All right, one of the things that we discussed and we'll go into more detail about is blog and social media creation, but I just want to give you a little taste of what ChatGPT can do. Let's stick with the barbershop. Hey, Chatty, I need 10 social media posts for the barbershop. Hey, Chatty, I need 10 social media posts for the barbershop. The barbershop's promoting its weekend 10% off deal. I'm posting on Facebook and IG. Also include relevant. Now, even if you're great on social media, even if you are on Facebook or Instagram all day, just calculate how long it would take for you to come up with these 10 social media posts, whether you came up with them off the top of your head or you use various other tools to come up with your text for your posts, as well as the emojis and the hashtags. Now, let's say we want ChatGPT to write a blog. And again, forgive me for my typos and misspellings. ChatGPT doesn't care. Write a 500-word blog about lawn care in the spring. So again, whether you are writing the blog off the top of your head or using other tools that are out there, how long would it take you to write this 500-word blog that was just written in under 30 seconds? The lawn care schedule for clients in the neighborhood. I have 30 clients. And boom, there's your lawn care schedule for your business. So I'm going to go back though to this blog post that was created, Spring into Action, Essential Lawn Care Tips for a Lush and Healthy Yard. As you can see, this is very factual. It's not very personal. Maybe you want a blog post like that. Maybe it's good if you just want to push something out real quick, but oftentimes you want to personalize your output that you get using generative AI. And those are things that can happen with number one, moving up to ChatGPT 4.0, and number two, giving it better prompts than we've been giving it over the past few minutes. So as you can see on this plan, I just attempted to go up to ChatGPT 4 and it's asking me to upgrade. So I'm going to switch to one of my other plans that I do have on ChatGPT 4. Okay, so this is my main plan that I use with ChatGPT. As you can see up top, it's ChatGPT 4. Over here, there are a lot of chats because I do use it all day, every day. There are also custom GPTs, which I am going to teach you about later in this course. So they are shortcuts that you can use with ChatGPT to achieve a specific purpose. So let's get it to write that same blog for us and see what the output is. So as you can see already, the output using ChatGPT 4 is a little bit more detailed. It's giving you step by step as opposed to just paragraphs. Because again, when people are reading blogs, a lot of them are visual. They do want to have the breaks in the blogs. So having the steps is really changing the blog already. Okay, so let's try another prompt. Hey, Chad, I run a social media marketing company. I have 2 new employees starting on Monday. I need to onboard them with U.S. employment forms and an intro to the company. What should I do for a one-day onboarding? As you can see, number one, my prompt is better. I didn't just write, hey, Chatty, what should I do to onboard these employees? So the more details I give it, the more details it's going to give me. All right, so let's say you did not already have a standard operating procedure for onboarding new employees. Here you have a plan in less than a minute as to what to do with your new employees on the morning session, a welcome breakfast, company overview, office tour, the HR session where they discuss the company policies, office rules, dress code, and culture. You're completing the employment forms, and it's going through the exact forms that you need. Team integration lunch. So let's introduce them to the rest of the team. Afternoon, role specific training, meeting a mentor, question and answer session. So this is an amazing schedule for an onboarding an employee, which again, you got in seconds. So keeping with the example of a social media marketing company, let's ask ChatGPT to create a social media marketing plan. I work for a law firm. I always need a social media marketing plan. So let's do one for me. When I say for me, I just mean an IP firm. Okay, create a month-long social media marketing plan for an IP firm that focuses on trademarks and copyrights. They need blogs, they need posts for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. When I tell you how many months I went through not actually having a social media plan, in fact, it took me a while even to get the social media plan together with ChatGPT because once I had all this information, then I had to implement it. But think about all of the time and the money I just saved coming up with this monthly social media plan for my law firm. Week 1, understanding trademarks. Week 2, copyrights. Week 3, case studies. Week 4, navigating the application process of copyrights and trademarks. And it's telling us how often to post and how many times to post. But again, this is still basic ChatGPT prompts. So now I want to talk to you about what's called prompt engineering. So prompt engineering takes writing prompts and creating these prompts to a whole different level where you're giving ChatGPT a lot more information to get more information out of it from these prompts. So we went from just asking ChatGPT a basic question, hey, what is ChatGPT? Hey, give me a list of 10 things, to, hey, ChatGPT, I need a schedule that includes X, Y, and Z. So now I want to introduce you to a couple of prompt engineering frameworks. So the first one I'm going to introduce you to is called RICE. Okay, the ChatGPT RICE prompting method. So RICE stands for role, instructions, context, constraints, and example. Define the specific role or persona that you want ChatGPT to assume, such as like a marketing expert or a technical writer. Instructions. Provide clear and detailed instructions on the tasks that you want ChatGPT to complete, such as write a 500-word blog on the benefits of ChatGPT for small businesses. Context. Give ChatGPT relevant background and context to better understand the task and tailor the output accordingly. Constraints. Set any limitations and requirements such as tone, style, and length of the output. And examples. Give ChatGPT an example of exactly what you want it to give to you. Using RICE, we're going back to chatty. Typically, if you're moving on to a new project, you're going to want to start a new chat. So based on our RICE method and our input, we have an objectives, the materials needed, the class duration, the class outline, what you want the outcome to be. This lesson plan aims to not only educate students about the foundational document, but also engage them with the lasting effects on their own city. So it's taking into account that this is a professor at UPenn and they're teaching students who are attending college in Philadelphia, and fostering a deeper connection to their local and national heritage. Okay, another example of RICE. Okay, you are Alex Hermonzi. You are an inspirational business coach. You're trying to convince professional consultants the significance of sales in systems. ChatGPT has you talking as if you are Alex Hermosi. And we did not specifically say whether he is going to be talking in a blog, whether he's talking in person, but he basically broke down sales and systems the way he would have and took on his persona. Okay, so as you can see here, using the RICE method is getting you a better output than the first output that we got at 3.5, the second output, the type of output that we got at 4.0. Now we're giving it a little bit more instruction, but now I want to introduce you to what is called the TDA method. And this one is going to blow your mind even more. Now I want to introduce to you what has been called the TDA method. So under TDA, you want to train ChatGPT. You want to ask it questions. You're going to make it dig deeper. You're going to ask for additional information, and then you're going to assemble it all together. So TDA is especially important when you are training ChatGPT to speak as you, act as you, talk as you, or speak, talk, and act like somebody else that you know or one of your clients. So first you want to train ChatGPT. And at this point, I'm going to use myself as an example. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask ChatGPT to speak and write like you, but how are you going to do that? How are they going to get that information? In order to do that, we're going to use a couple of other tools. So now we're going to move on to another framework that is called the TDA method. Under the TDA framework, what you're going to do is you're going to tell ChatGPT that you are going to train it first, then you're going to ask it questions. You're going to ask ChatGPT to dig deeper. You're going to ask for additional information, and then you're going to assemble it all together. But where the magic is with the TDA method is when you are asking it to talk as you, speak as you, act as you, or perhaps it's not you, but you're doing this for a client of yours. So if you have a client and you want ChatGPT to speak and act as that client, you're going to feed ChatGPT that information about you and or the client. So let's get started. Okay, so how do you get ChatGPT to act and speak as you? You give it information. So one of the other AI tools that I like to use is called Otter AI. With this tool, it has many functions. One of them is that it can log into a Zoom meeting like this and take notes and take recording or take the transcriptions. But what you can also do is you can feed it transcriptions that you already have. So what you want to do is to take either blogs that you've written, papers that you've written, whatever you're doing, whatever the output is in your business. Perhaps it's your Facebook Lives. Perhaps you have done webinars such as this, but you want to take the best writing and speaking tools, get the transcript. If you need to upload the recording into Otter, it will download the transcript and then you can upload it into ChatGPT. Trust me, it is not as hard as you think it sounds. And I actually recorded a little video of the process. So here are the custom instructions that you're going to give ChatGPT. Hey, Chatty, I want for you, or I would like for you to write as me as my ghostwriter. I'll be giving you my bio and 2 transcripts of trainings or articles that I've written so that you can learn about me and learn about my writing and teaching style and the tone that you can write for me. Do you understand? Do you understand is really big in the TDA method. So again, right now you are training ChatGPT. So you're going to want to take one of the best bios you have about yourself. So either it's a bio that you already have, it's a bio that maybe you're going to enhance it using ChatGPT, or maybe you're just going to write a new bio for yourself. You want to give ChatGPT the bio that you would use on the TED Talk stage. Then what we are doing right here in the video is we are taking the transcripts that I had. So these were recordings that I had. I uploaded them into Otter, and what it did is it downloaded the transcripts into these PDFs. So I'm telling ChatGPT to only read the portions of the transcripts which are just me. So ideally, you would have a situation where the writing or the recording is just you. Sometimes it's not possible. In Otter, you can differentiate who is talking, whether it's you or somebody else. So I said, pay attention to when it's just me talking. And I want you to, again, tell me what you think of my content style based upon what I fed you about me. Okay, so it's saying your writing style is direct, conversational, and supportive with a professional yet accessible tone, often using phrases that are encouraging and empathetic, indicating a focus on understanding and resolving issues collectively. Your tone is friendly and often informal, bridging professionalism with approachability, which makes complex topics more digestible for your audience. And then it gives the content style. Your content style is pragmatic and focused on practical solutions. It picks up on common phrases and conversational cues. Now, what I fed to ChatGPT were transcripts of more informal meetings that I've had recently. When I fed it information before, it was more so webinars like this. So the output was a little bit different. So once ChatGPT has digested all that information, you're going to tell it, rewrite that information, that output that we just got, and rewrite it in the first person as if I'm describing my writing style to my ghostwriter. And I told you earlier in the webinar that we were going to go back to the settings and discuss those custom instructions. This is where custom instructions come in. So you can actually use this again when you're using ChatGPT 4. I'm going to copy and paste this, go over to custom instructions. So up top where it says, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide a better response? You're actually going to ignore that. You are going to put in here that very best bio I asked you to bring over to ChatGPT. And then when it says, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? You are going to cut and paste the output that you just got. So now as this has been entered into ChatGPT, we've trained it whenever this is clicked on. So my default setting is to have this on. ChatGPT will talk as me, it will write as me, and the output will not be as robotic. It will sound more like it is coming from me. So now let's come up with an example. Again, I'm asking ChatGPT to talk and write as me. So I'm going to go down, go to custom instructions, make sure they're there. It's enabled for new chats. So that means whenever this is on, it's going to talk and write as me in my style and tone. Now I don't have to tell it to write as me, but I'm still good. I've been in the habit of doing it, so I'm still going to do that. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to write an article as me about the importance of professionals to go back to their college reunions to fellowship with their classmates. And again, excuse all of my typos because ChatGPT doesn't care. Going back to my college reunion is not necessarily something that I talk about in my profession, but it's still something that I'm talking about as a professional. So I still want it to be in my style, in my tone, as if it's coming from me. Okay, so this is good, but it's not great. Chatty, do you recall where I went to college? Yes, you attended Hampton University for an undergraduate degree in mass communications. Boom. The enduring value of college reunions and Hampton University perspective. Now, anybody who would read this blog would look at it and probably believe it came from me because I talk about Hampton all the time. And better yet, it picks up on the fact that we call ourselves Hamptonians. Yay. So with that being said, I asked for additional information, and then the next part would be to assemble this. So what I would do is copy and paste this into a Google Doc and make any other edits that I would like to make. So thank you for coming out to part 1 of this 8-part webinar series about ChatGPT. Next week, we are going to discuss content creation and blogging with ChatGPT.